Hi, welcome for another Ham Radio Today. I'm K1WN, your host, and the co-host, as always, Pi.
Pi, K1RV. Nice to be back.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the last episode when we worked Steve out there and his two friends, Peanuts and Rooster. It's quite a thing that he does.
Yeah,
I mean, really. And what was well, I'm thinking of it. What was the site on YouTube that you could go in and see? Look for them.
Well, actually, if someone goes on YouTube and they just type in the word goat hiker,
goat hiker,
one word, goat hiker.
Okay, that'll bring it up.
Yeah, you see a whole suite of stuff that he's got.
Yeah,
there.
as a matter of fact, I know you were questioning Steve. I didn't want to interrupt on that segment, but I know you were questioning because you want to see your card or your face on one of his videos, correct? What Steve does is when he's working on these, like the 14 is at 14,000 feet, as he works these stations, a lot of the stations he tries to get in contact with by email or other people that he actually knows, and they either send along a QSL card or they send along a picture of themselves, and he incorporates that into the video.
Yeah,
I thought he was a video. Yeah, I thought he was a videographer.
Well, that's what
trade.
I thought he had told me originally, but boy, he's learned an awful lot in a
Fantastic.
short time. Yeah.
And that piece we seen with those Peanuts and Rooster going through that 4-foot snow, all you can see was their nose and ears. Yeah. And it was funny. He said the obstacle that he left them at a certain height,
an 8-foot wall behind him. And
and somehow, that's incredible. Yeah. Hey, listen, it's a beautiful day here once again in New England today. So we have a hurricane approaching.
Yes.
Have a hurricane approaching, and once again we got to get a hold of our friends at Beamer
Hurricane
and get
Danny.
It's Hurricane Dan coming up the coast, and we should. I'm going to get a hold of Bob James and see if we can't get down there and before something, and just get some footage and some B-roll and have them in the studio. They were in here before a few years ago when Bob Salvaggio, when Bob was there, and we did a good show with them. And to show the people in the Braintree area actually how well off they are with Braintree Emergency Management, and hopefully we won't be able to use them. But with that said, let's check in with good friends down in Bermuda and see how they made out last week with the hurricane down there. So with that, we'll go back to our trusted friend, the IRLP again, and see if we can't get a hold of, VP9KK.
Yeah, is this your friend that drove you in the taxi?
Michael, yep,
yeah, okay.
VP9KK. So without further ado, K1WN attempting an IRLP contact on the A1TH machine if it's not in use. Nothing heard. K1WN attempting an IRLP contact.
Node number 7995. Link active.
Well, that's a good sign. It didn't get knocked off the air last time it did. Didn't think that was a good sign. Good morning. This is Kilowatt number 1 Whiskey November, K1WN near Boston. And I wonder if VP9KK is aboard this morning. Michael, are you aboard this morning down there on the wonderful island of Bermuda? VP9KK from K1WN, over. And QRZ on the 6-7 machine on the island of Bermuda from K1WN. Anybody around that could give us a couple of minutes? I'd like to know how you made out with the last storm that went through there. We're experiencing a storm off the coast now that's headed for New England, so I just wonder how anybody would take the time to come on and say hello. Evidently, Michael's busy. Looking for any VP9. QRZ from K1WN, over. Well, it's working.
K1WN, VP9, LW Mobile, handler Eugene.
I didn't get his call.
LW.
VP9LW, Lima Whiskey, I believe. Eugene, thank you very much for coming back to us. The call here is Kilo number 1 Whiskey November, K1WN, and we're presently doing a television show here in the town of Braintree, which is located about 10 miles south of Boston, and we could be viewed on YouTube. But we were talking to Michael here a couple of weeks ago prior to that last hurricane going through. I know you guys got a lot of water and stuff, so I wonder if you just give us an upgrade, and we also know we're celebrating your 400th down there, Eugene. Right. So back it comes to you from K1 Whiskey November, over.
K1WN, VP9 LW mobile.
LOW.
Yeah, we had the storm. Bill passed near us about 160 miles out. What it turned out to be was a winter storm. Nothing unusual. Lots of surf on the south side of the island. No real damage anywhere, and it was gone in a couple hours. Big build up, but it pushed away and went off to the Maritimes, and I talked to a couple of guys in Halifax and up to the Valley area, and by that time it reached the Maritimes, and it downgraded to Category 1. So Bill didn't do anything, and it's probably broken up now. K1WN, VP9 LW mobile.
VP9 LOW stroke M from K1WN. Very good, Eugene. Very good. Well, we're glad to hear that. We vacation down there, well, every so often. We really enjoy it. We used to take the Majesty into St. George, and the last time we were there, we had a we had a flee because there was a storm coming up. Unfortunately, it missed. But the year before that was when you guys really got hit, and it took out all the breakers down by the airport, and it just about cut St. George off. Matter of fact, we thought we were going to be sailing into Hamilton that particular day, but we ended up going into St. George. I kind of miss not going into St. George down there, but now the size of the ships, I guess they can't get through that narrow gorge, the protective site there. But we always enjoyed it. And we're having a beautiful day here, Eugene. It's beautiful. It's sunny. The temperature when we come in the studio this morning was in the low 70s, and we lost the humidity. But we're kind of concerned with Dan. And I think Dan is well east of you, if I'm not mistaken, looking at the current charts, Eugene. VP9, Lima Oscar Whiskey Mobile from K1 Whiskey November, over.
VP9AX.
Okay. K1WN, Victor Papa 9, November.
November.
Lima Whiskey. Yeah, we haven't had a blow for a while. I thought today you'd probably be in Boston, standing in line.
Oh, with Kennedy, yeah. Yeah, the correction made, Eugene. VP9 November Lima Whiskey. NLW, stroke Mobile, K1WN. No, we'll probably, Senator Kennedy passed away, and that's been tying the news up here for the past day and a half. I see they're not going to send him back to Washington to lay in state. They're going to do it right here in the John F. Kennedy Memorial Library over in just outside of Boston, Columbia Point section by University of Massachusetts. And they're having, I believe, a noontime mass down in Hyannis, and then they're going to transport the body. I know it's going to make, not being facetious, it's going to make an awful lot of people unhappy. They're coming up the expressway, and if you've been up this way, you know what it is. So they are going to have the funeral pass through various things that he's done, the new Rose Kennedy Way that he's built where the Central Arty used to be, and City Hall and all that. But he was quite a statesman, and he was well liked by most people here in the Massachusetts area, if not the United States itself. So, and he's also being buried from Mission Church, which is just a fantastic fantastic church.